Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we actually ended up seeing a new update drop, just a little update requires restart, sort of hotfix update drop for Black Ops 6 and Warzone that surprisingly enough includes a handful of new patch notes, new fixes for gameplay across the board. We also have Call of Duty doing some really strange things, but then also a really good thing, potentially. Some very interesting news across the board to break down today. Let's start first though with our sort of surprise patch notes. Not very usual that we see patch notes drop on Mondays of all days, but nonetheless, COD Updates just posted the patch notes themselves on their Twitter. They didn't post anything on the actual patch note pages. Not sure why that is, but they say a new update is out for Black Ops 6 and Warzone. As mentioned, this is just an update requires restart one, so whenever you go to boot up the game next, you'll have to go through that restart loop, and then you'll be good to go. There's no download associated with this or anything, just straight up hot fixes here. So a minor update is rolling out now with the following changes. Global, address an issue that prevented in-game gunsmith access. This has been a super annoying one. Essentially, if you're mid-match in multiplayer, you're trying to change around your setup. Maybe you started off with an optic, but you don't like it. You're trying to switch over to irons or change over to a different optic. It won't let you edit your class setup in game. Same deal in Warzone. If you're in the pre-game lobby and you're like, oh, I got to switch out my underbarrel, I got to switch out my stock, whatever the case is, it wouldn't let you actually edit your gunsmith or your loadout there either. You could only change your loadouts on the main menu. And then the second you loaded into a game in multiplayer or Warzone, it wouldn't let you update anything. So obviously, really frustrating, really annoying issue there. Nice to see that that now has been fully updated and fixed. They also say they addressed issues with some in-game notifications not displaying correctly. This amounts to things in Warzone, multiplayer, across the board, since it's obviously a global update here. They just don't get specific as to which notifications in general were updated there. They also have some Black Ops 6 specific updates here, though. They say tracked and near completion challenges are now sorted by completion percentage. So the ones that you'll see at the top are, your 95% completed, 92%, 80%, 75. It'll be in that order. So you just see which challenges you are the absolute closest to completing. Just a little bit easier to navigate and see those if you're going for those challenges and trying to knock those out. The tracker perk no longer unintentionally outlines pinged enemies. So that's no longer going to be an unintentional benefit of it or reaction of it, however you want to refer to it as. So that's now been updated. This is also a pretty interesting one. Temporarily disabled the weapon raise animation when respawning due to a visual issue. So obviously when you do respawn, you have that like weapon raise, weapon ready animation that happens every single life. You can easily get out of it by just YYing or starting your sprint, whatever. You can cancel those animations, but now, at least for the time being, that animation just won't exist. So you won't have that, on your screen right when you load into a new life or spawn into a new life. Honestly, it's kind of a scenario where it makes life a little bit easier. Like your screen won't be as cluttered and you won't have that blocking you anymore. It's not like it was a huge deal because you could cancel it as mentioned, but still, something that is changed there for now. Sliding doors on bullet no longer open when shot, so you can't necessarily cheese those. I saw a lot of strats there going on as of late. And then, of course, you guys know, if you're active viewers here on the channel, it's not patch notes without various stability fixes. And we got those here for Black Ops 6, so something in Black Ops 6 is more stable. Do we know what? Absolutely not. But yeah, some surprise patch notes have dropped today, so this update's now fully live. Like I said, though, Call of Duty's also doing some other interesting changes, sort of behind the scenes, it would seem. So we got a few other things to break down here as we do so. Quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, every single day, I got you covered with everything going on in COD. If there are surprise updates like this, the latest news, everything going on is here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoy the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. Much love to everyone who takes the time to do so. Well, post edit Zach here, middle of editing this video, and we got this post from Call of Duty saying Season 3 is delayed without saying Season 3 is delayed. Season 3 is a big moment for Call of Duty Warzone and Black Ops 6, and we're taking the time to deliver a great experience starting on April 3rd. Up until this point, the Battle Pass countdown timer, all the leaks, all the rumors, everything that we've had on Season 3 has led to it starting on the 20th, on March 20th. Instead, we're now almost 2 weeks beyond that. April 3rd now appears to be the full-on release date for Season 3. Why it's delayed? Who knows? But they say more to come following Call of Duty Warzone's 5th anniversary next week. So hopefully we get some cool stuff happening next week and we get some interesting reveals for Verdansk and whatever else is happening there. But yeah, Season 3 officially delayed. Can't say I saw that one coming. Anyways, now back to what was previously regularly scheduled content. So Charlie Intel ended up reporting on this as of this morning, and it's just a really weird thing going on. They say Activision is now running ads on their official Facebook and Instagram pages. So this is like a deliberate marketing scheme that they've got going on, asking for people's thoughts on Call of Duty Sniper and Call of Duty Zombies Defender mobile games, which have AI generated art. They act like it's a game that's now out. There's like a, hey, check it out, Call of Duty Sniper. You click on the link and it acts like it's a download, but it instead just takes you to a survey for your thoughts on the games. And they follow up and say Activision is using the ads to generate interest in potential future mobile games. So Microsoft's big deal when acquiring Activision Blizzard was to expand their mobile capacity more and get more into the mobile genre, right? And so Call of Duty obviously being a mainstream title, COD Mobile is massive. Warzone Mobile I think has fallen off some, but it's still a huge success in terms of like player count. But still it you know, obviously has attention for sure, but COD Mobile is like the biggest money maker for COD, you know, based on their earnings reports and everything. So them trying to expand more on mobile makes sense, but the way they're doing it is just really weird. Hey, here's an AI generated Call of Duty Sniper game where it's just snipers only in Call of Duty, like what? Or AI generated Zombie Defender, aka just COD Zombies, but they're not real games. They're just saying, hey, would you play a game called Call of Duty Sniper? Really bizarre way to go about marketing stuff here and trying to get some feedback. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to gauge community feedback, but a very bizarre thing for sure. And like I said, Charlie Intel reported on this morning. I saw this initially and I was like, what's going on with the mobile games all of a sudden? And then they're not even real, which is just so strange. And of course they got the AI art because why have people actually make cool art instead? So that one's a bit strange. This, however, is a little bit of better news for sure. This is reported from Charlie Intel and Dexterdo today saying Black Ops 6 cheat provider is shutting down. It's a major blow to Call of Duty cheaters. So the cheat provider Phantom Overlay, which is like one of the larger cheating, you know, systems here in Call of Duty, has announced it's shutting down, which is fantastic news. A big win for Black Ops 6 players frustrated by the game's ongoing cheating issues. So they say, as relayed by creator It's Hoppa, Phantom Overlay announced that it will begin the process of closing down immediately. They're going to keep the system online for like the next 30 days, I guess, because hey, they're cheat providers. They got to make as much money as they can before they dip out, I guess. But it's reported in like their Telegram group chat. They posted a message saying, hey, we're shutting down for reasons I will not explain. Phantom Overlay begins the process of closing immediately. Now, Call of Duty has been pushing out cease and desist to various cheat providers recently. We covered those in some videos not too long ago. Obviously, they sued engine owning, but not much seemed to actually physically change in game in terms of the amount of cheaters there, and they have loopholes to get out of it. But perhaps it's something larger going on that Phantom Overlay is going to shut down. GamerDoc, who does analysis on Riot's Vanguard anti-cheat, sort of like the peak anti-cheat for the FPS scene that everyone is saying, hey, if COD had this, you know, things would probably be different. GamerDoc does say they'll just move to another vendor. So it's possible this doesn't have a large impact in game. It's possible that maybe it does, and it's just the first step of another, you know, measure that Call of Duty's taking ideally to combat cheaters here. We can certainly hope, but you never really know. Ideally, Call of Duty takes the Fortnite route and just starts suing and pursuing cheat users and cheat developers like crazy. I mean, they certainly have the funds to do so. We see those store bundles popping up every day. They're making the money for sure. So if they were to go the legal route rather than just, you know, make a good anti-cheat, that's certainly an option for trying to shut down things. But at least this is good news. Another cheat provider is seemingly shutting down here. Never a bad day when a cheat provider goes away. But that being said, that's going to wrap things up for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you are in the know for all things going on in COD, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.